Hello my lovely subscribers. So today I'm going to shoot for you guys a foundation review. I actually promised you guys this in the past video. I originally did this particular foundation review I think about a year or 2 years ago, and the quality was not as good as what you're going to see today. So I decided to just delete it and do it over. Plus I've had it longer. I've had it about a year now. So yeah, that means that review was about a year ago. So yeah, I've had this foundation about a year, somewhere around this time. It's almost spring, so yeah. So I'm going to talk about the pros and the cons of what I like about it, what I don't necessarily like so much about it. Doesn't mean you shouldn't go purchase it, but this is just like my views and my opinions and perception on what I like and what I don't like. So I'm not sponsored by L'Oreal. This is just my true and honest opinion as a consumer, and I just want to share my thoughts with you guys. And this, I'm pretty sure you all have seen, if you haven't seen reviews of this foundation, because this is not a new foundation, but this is just my personal thoughts that I want to share with my subscribers on my channel. So let's jump in. So this is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Makeup, and the color that I'm in is Cappuccino NA. If you buy your foundations from MAC, I'm an NW45, so maybe that could help you if you're just something to compare my color complexion or color tone to. That is my MAC foundation, is NW45. So yeah, let's talk about the packaging. The packaging is not you know, it's just regular packaging. It's not nothing too special. Just the top that you unscrew. Yeah, it's nothing really special or anything about that, anything like that. It is good that it's clear. You can see the colors and the tones, so that's good about it, that you can actually see the foundation, because they do have some foundations, normally not drugstore foundations, but they do have some foundation packaging where you can't really see the color, or it has like that glass where you can't tell if it's full or empty, so therefore it's hard for you to actually see the true tone. So it's good that you can actually see the foundation, how much you have left, and the amount in actual shade. So that's good about it. What else is good about it? Another thing that I would say is really great about this foundation is that there are so many shades and so many complexions and tones within this foundation that they have. I'm not for sure. I think it's between 20 to 30 shades. Don't quote me. You can definitely go online or go into your stores and any drugstore and see, but it's definitely over 5 shades. So that's a pretty good range just from that estimate. I can't talk. Just from estimating that, I apologize guys, that there is a lot of shades. So you're gonna find, you always can pretty much find like light shades, but the fact that they have dark shades, I'm not the darkest that you can go, but I'm kind of like in the midway. I'm not the lightest and I'm not the darkest. I'm kind of like right smack dab in the middle of the dark tones, dark shades. So that's good. They have darker than my complexion. If they have my complexion and darker, like, that lets you know the variety of shades and tones that they have. So that's a good thing about it. I would say the coverage for this is honestly, this can be light. I do have it on today, by the way. This can be light, but I would probably say medium to full coverage, because I've gone full coverage with this. And yeah, and it works pretty good for full coverage. I will say that if you're going to wear this in the summertime to set it, even if you're I'm combination dry, so I do get oily a little bit, like T-zone, as I always say or have said in previous skin videos and videos talking about foundation coverage. So just a little bit. I sweat a little bit in the summertime, just here on my nose and stuff, but I'm pretty much stay matte and dry everywhere else on my face. But I still say, if you wear this in the summertime, which I have last summer, if you're gonna wear it, set it with something because the con, which, you know what, I'll get into the cons in a minute, but that's a part of con what I was about to go into. But yes, just make sure you set it if you wear it in the summertime. In the winter and fall season, this is perfect because it's not like a matte foundation. It has some type of dewiness to it, so, and it's pretty moist. So if you have dry skin, this is perfect for you. If you have oily skin, I do not at all recommend this. Even setting it, I wouldn't recommend it. But if you're dry to kind of like combination, I would say go for it. Summer, set it. What else is a good thing about it? Like I said, all of the shades, it blends pretty well. It's pretty lightweight. You don't really feel it. Even if you pack it on heavy, it's not, you can't really feel that. So those are like all of the pros. So let's go into the cons. So the first con I will say is that it doesn't have a pump, but that's pretty much all drugstore packagings for foundations, liquid foundations. They don't have pumps. And so the fact that it doesn't, like when you pour it on your hand, you have to be careful because you can pour out a lot of it, and it does move pretty fast. Like it's not super thin, but it's not like thick. It's not a thick consistency, so it will slide down your hands. So make sure if you pour it on your hands, I wouldn't even recommend pouring it on your hands, even though I still do. I would recommend pouring it on like a palette or like a little metal plate that they have for foundations that you can get from a lot of stores, beauty supply stores like Sally's and stuff like that. Just so it's not shifting and falling all over your hands and falling all over your clothes. So that's like a con, you know. It's kind of thin. It's not too thin, but it's not thick. It's not like pumping out a matte foundation or something like that. So that's like the sucky part. It's a little bit, it can run everywhere, and it doesn't have a pump. Another thing, what was I going to say earlier that was a con that I was going to go into? I can't remember right off, but I'll get into as many cons as I can remember or say. Oh, about the setting. Yes, I would say, like I said, set it with a powder because it can run. It does transfer. That was what I was going to say. It can transfer. Like, it's transferred a couple times on my hand. Like, if you lean on your hand, it can transfer. I don't set mine with a powder unless it's like hot or something like that, and it's like kind of in between now weather-wise. But yes, it can transfer onto your hand. It can transfer onto your clothes. So that's kind of the bad part. That is a con, I would say. So if you're looking for something that's not going to transfer, don't get this. Another thing is, I would probably say the price. Like, this is like $13, and for the quality, it's kind of like a pro and con in one on that end of the spectrum, because for the quality, I feel like yes, it, you know, because it lasts long. It transfers a little bit, not much, but it does transfer a little bit. But it does look natural, and it makes you glow. It's like a nice glowing effect, especially in the summertime. If you have dry skin and you want like that dewiness, it's already kind of dewy, it does glow like a little bit like that. But like if you're, like I said, oily, do not wear this. You definitely have to set it in the summertime with foundation. I don't want to say it again because I've said that I've said that already, but I'm trying to keep my mind trying to make sure I cover everything in this video for you guys. But yeah, the transference sucks a little bit. No pump, that's a con. It's kind of runny. I would like put it on something so it doesn't run all over your hands. And yeah, the price I was talking about, it's like $13. So like for the quality, yes, I would say it's great for that. But for the fact that you get this much, and it's not that much, it's like this is a 1 ounce fluid bottle, so it's not that much. Like, this lasts me, if I was to wear this every day, it would probably last like 4 to 6 months if I was to wear it every day. But I don't wear foundation and makeup every day. This lasts me about a year, almost a year, because I just picked this up not too long ago. So yeah, almost a year it lasts me. So that's like a con, the pricing, because it's like $13, like $14 with tax. And I think honestly it should be like 10 something for the fact that you only get 1 fluid ounces of product in it. So those are like the cons, but other than that, I love this foundation. This is like a great everyday foundation. You could build it to a more flawless full coverage foundation, but I normally use this for every day. And it's kind of like medium coverage what I have now. It's not like the lightest coverage, but that is the good thing about this, is that it is buildable. You can kind of build it from the to the least to like the most. So that's good about this. You can get this in any drugstore. I would recommend it. Just make sure you're not oily, and if it's summertime, please set it, because it will transfer on stuff, and I wouldn't want it to do that for you guys. So that's basically all I have to say about this foundation. If you guys have any questions, make sure you ask me below. I'm going to try to link it below if you want to buy it offline, but honestly, you can just run down the street and get it, but I'll still link it. Yeah, so I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for this video. So I love you, beauties. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Talk to you later. Mwah.